Welcome to the most awaited video, and this video is going to cover the topic what is Debian dev apt package and how to create it and host it. Many of you have desired to create packages and host it. When we do apt install a program, then it install a program automatically. Suppose you are making a program and you want to make it install in someone's computer, then how can you do it? In this video series, we will learn everything. So let's have examples. apt install live server. Suppose I do apt install live server, and what happens is you can see live server is installed, and this is installed from my repository. If I show you app show live server, you can see it is a package live server version 2.0 maintainer. It's me, and installed size, all the dependencies means what are the packages that you need to run this or install this, right? So you need php git wget curl, all the things to install this live server, right? And the homepage where this actually lies on the internet, it is on my repository. You can see a live server here on my github account, BHUTUU, and download size there, app manual install, yes. You can see these are the things, right? Here description of the program is also there, right? Now, how can we create this? The question is, how can we create thing like that? Like I have made a package and I want to make it such that anyone in the world can install it just by using apt command. So first of all, we have to understand the dev and app package. What is this actually? Dev and app package. And before that, what we have to understand that how the things get installed in our system when we run apt install. If you look here, we have got the maintainer's name and the home page and these all the things. But how the apt knows all from where you are going to install it, right? For that, I'm going to show you something in your root directory, and that is cd wizard. Uh, Scott, this will not work in terminals. And here I'm opening the terminals. You can see if I do pwd, you can see it's terminals. You can see on the terminal. It's not something on PC, right? I have connected my terminals to my laptop, so you can see it on the screen. Let me open prefix. Prefix. You may know that not the bin. It is prefix is actually if I do echo prefix, what you will get is uh, it is a path of USR directory, that is the root directory. Okay. Now here I have entered into USR etc, and here you can see apt. Let's get inside that app, and here you can see sources dot list. Let's cat this file. You can see a dev package, and here it's an URL that is official terms, and this is the branch. No need to here, just go into this sources list.d, and here you can see this is my repository. Here I have installed my repository and its name is BHUTUU repo list. So what is the use of this list? When I open this, cat this, what you can see is you can see here dev means it is a Debian repository, and here I have given the URL of my repository, and this is my suite name, and this is the branch. Okay. So when I open this, suppose I open this, what I get is this is my app repository page. From here you can use install it. You can install it by running a script. This is URL of a script. I will tell you how to make it. I will teach you how to make this script also. And this will be our last this will be our last part of the video. Okay, not this video but the video series. Okay, this is for removing that. You can see all the packages I have in my repository which can be installed using apt command. Okay, i will I will guide you how to make these all the base all things. Okay, so let's go back into there. If you have made any repository, app repository, right? If you have made any app repository, then you have to create this in the user's computer. Okay, you can use your device in the app folder. You have to create a sources.list.d folder, and inside that you have to keep your list list file, that is your repository file, and that will point out towards your repository website. The website was this one. This is website. Actually, this is hosted. This is hosted, and when apt command is called, actually this URL is checked. If it is alive, then what are the packages on this website, and that can be called in your system and install it in your system. Okay. So APT recognize the repository by this list only. That is not this list. This is name convention. You can name anything, but you can see here other other repositories are also there, and they are also following the list only. Okay, let me go back. One more thing is here. You have to save your GPG key also. Means when you create a key using SSH or GPG, uh, you get two keys. One is private and second one is public. Then you have to keep your private key as a private only. Okay, you don't have to share this. But the public key you have to use it to install in the user's system using apt apt key add and your key name dot key file to install the key. Without this, no any package will be installed in the user's system, whether he or she have installed this list, means saved this list in their computers. Okay, that doesn't matter. The matter is this key. Okay, because this is signature. This is showing that you have validated that person. Okay. Okay. So let's move towards the first thing. How to make this dev packages. Means what are the dev packages are? Can we see dev app package how like it looks? You can see here. I can show you here. I have many packages. If I do ls, all are files only. Sorry, folders only, but it's not visible by color. So what I did is I changed the folder into this color and the files into the previous color only. Okay. So don't focus on this. Okay. Just look here. You can see these all are actually the dev packages, not in the package form but in the folder form. Okay, I have made them as a folder, and what are inside that? If you do tree, and suppose I check for the Cloudflare. When you do enter, what you will get is you will get the tree of the files and the folders of this folder. Okay, fine folder. You can see inside the Cloudflare we have a Debian folder and a data folder. Okay, and inside this Debian folder we have a control file and a post install file. So these two are files. Okay, you can see here we have three files. The first one is Cloudflare, and second one post install, and the control. So this is the structure of a dev file. This is the structure of a dev file. Uh, Inside a dev file, what you have to do is you have to create a folder. Okay, the name of your package. By the name of your package, suppose your package name is Cloudflare, then use. what give it the name Cloudflare, and inside that you will create a Debian folder. This is mandatory. You have to create this folder, okay? And the name is in capital letter. And inside that, this is also mandatory control file. Okay, this control file is mandatory, and this is not mandatory. If you want to do something after installation, if you want to do something and the user system, then you can do by this script. This is actually sh script. Sh, you may know that that is a primitive of bash language. Okay, now after that you have to create a series of folder like we have in terminals. You can see if I do pwd, what I get is, you can see here, you can see here, data com.terms files uses. Okay, till here, just focus till here. This is our root directory. This is our root directory. This user is our root directory. If you will open a normal Linux, what you will get is you will get only / user, not these all the things. These all the things are in the terminals only. Okay, so the root directory is here only. So if you do prefix echo prefix, then you will get the root directory. Okay, in the normal Linux, if you do echo $prefix, then you will get just this. Okay, not these all the things, because this belongs to terminals. Okay. Uh, so in the same sequence, you have to create the file system here. If I open this, okay, here. In the same sequence, I have created data form.terminals, then inside that files, and then user. Here is our the root directory. Okay. And inside that, you have to create a bin directory. You have to create the bin directory. And inside this bin directory, you have to keep your, if you have to keep your binary file or the main script, the launcher script. Suppose my program, suppose one of my program is live server, right? You may know that live server. And the command is for running that command is hosted. You may know that using host it. Okay, this program is not installed. Let's install it. Equity install live server first. Okay, apt install live server. It is already installed. Okay, then host it. Somehow it's not working. Maybe permission issue. Yeah, permission issue. Host it. If I do host it, then it runs. Okay, it runs. You can see. Then how this host it call it means I didn't use a dot slash or anything. Also hosted is not here present. You can see if I do ls, there is no file named hosted here. So how this can be run when I type this? Because all the binary files or all the launcher files are kept in bin directory of the system. Suppose we have here terminal based on Linux. So here we have the bin directory. You can see here we have the bin directory. Inside that I have kept my hosted command. Okay, that is a file only, and inside that I have written some script to do the necessary thing whatever it need to be. Okay. Similarly, you have to keep your file here, the main file here, the launcher file here, and mm, you can see here a share folder in the same directory. Inside user, you have bin and a share. And in the share directory, what you can do is you can keep files that supports to run this. Okay, suppose you have a program and the launcher file is here, but many of the dependencies and other files or sub files, you can say, of your program are need to be kept somewhere. Then where you can keep is you can make a folder inside this share folder. Suppose you can make a Cloudflare folder, and inside that you can keep your other files, and which you can use in this launcher. Like you can call in this launcher that all the files and use it however you want to. Okay, so the main target was here to learn what is the structure of file system of a dev file. Means what is a dev file? Here we don't have created a dev file yet. Dev file you have to uh, you have to convert this into a dev file. Okay, And then how will you create it? That I will teach you in the next video. In this video, I have talked about what is the structure of a dev file, means how can you initialize the work, and how the dev file looks. You can see inside the dev file we have the Debian file, and inside it we have control, host inst, and then we have a path to the root directory, and inside that bin, and you can keep here your binaries, and you have also a share folder. Inside that you can keep your other file that you can be used in your program. And yeah, and if you are making a dev file for a normal Linux, right, not for the terminal, then you don't have to create these folders. Okay, simply in the Debian you can do user Debian, not in the Debian, in the Cloudflare. Suppose in your main program folder, you have to create a Debian folder and the user folder, and inside user folder you can follow these other things, but you can skip these. Okay, so we will see in the next video with example how we will create it. Okay, uh, in this file we keep the data the of the project, as I shown you here the things. You can see app show live server. You can see this data. This data is actually coming from that file only. Inside the control file, we keep these only things. Okay, these things only we keep in the control file. Okay, let's come here again. So you have got the structure of a dev file, and you can see I have created here many. I have created many dev file, and you know these all things are on my app repository. You can install tfetch, control, apk mode, a dictionary, and all these things here soon. Okay, and also we have to create all the dip packages with respect to the processor type. Okay, suppose if you target your user like they use 32-bit system, then you have to make a dep package like this. Means you have to mention i686. You can see here, if I show you, okay, here it's not there. You have to check, and in the next video I will show you. Okay, or you can see now also. Let me show you. Cat Cloudflare. Inside that we have Debian folder, and inside that we have control file. Then you can show here I have mentioned here architecture. In that architecture I have mentioned all, but instead of all, what you have to do is you have to mention this i686, so that it will only install in this processor type system. Or if you do this, then only this processor type system will support your program. So I have created N0 for different processor type, and for different processor I have to create different folders also. So in different folder I have created this. Okay, so we have four kinds of processor, so we have to create four folders separately for all these. Okay, and if your project supports all the processor by the same code only, then you can just create one file only. Suppose here I have created tfetch, just one. These are the things just once, because these can be installed in all of the processor. There will be no problem while running. Okay, but since this contains binary files are compiled for only one of the processor only at one time. So we have to create different folders. Okay, so we will talk about this later. And now you have got the understanding of dev file. What is dev file? Actually, using dev file, you can actually install the package. Suppose you can see here, I have made a dev.all. If I do ls dev.all, you can see extension in all these. Because I have created a script that is known as build.sh. Using this script, what I do is I create all these folders into dev package and store in this dev.all folder. Okay, this saves your time also. I will teach you how to make this. Okay, I will guide you all the things whatever needed to build this. Okay, You can see here we have dev files here. This is the original dev file you can see here. Okay. So you can see for all these, for all the different kinds of processor, I have created a different types of dev files. You can see for Cloudflare, I have R64, all ARM, i6, 86, 86, 64. Okay, you can see here, right? So I will guide you how to create these all the things. Okay, here you can see the .dev extension means these are .dev files. And what is the function of .dev file? For it install the software that you need to run on your system. But how? Let's get into the dev.org. And if suppose if you want to install, my system is R64, not the computer but the phone. So how will I install that? I will install that using dev command. Okay. Suppose if I want to install this one R64 Cloudflare. So what I will do is dev. I can show you here dev. So not dev. dpkg and then minus dpkg minus I. Then after that you have to do dot slash and then the dev package name. Suppose here we had Cloudflare R64.dev. You have to keep your name, keep this name here, there. You have to write this name here, and you can see, and then you have to press enter. Since if I do ls, there is no such file here, so it is not going to install, right? If this file present in here, this dev file is here, then it can be installed by this command. Okay, or also using apt command. You can also install by apt command. Now, if you have this file locally, means you have made dev files, right? And you have this on your local system, then you can simply install by the command dpkg or the apt. But how your user will install it? So your user will install it only when you have hosted it on your website, on your GitHub website. Okay, so in the later videos I will show you how to make this big package and how to host that on that uh, website. For that, before that, we will need to create private and public keys. Okay, we will need to create these private and public keys, and then we will learn. We have got the understanding of dev package, app package now. In the next video, we will create a dev package, and then we will host this. And for simplification, what we will do is we will make a script for doing all things very fastly. Okay, so this is not needed to do just you have to do one time. This is not needed to do many times. Okay, and this thing needs to do many times, and for this only we will create our own script. Okay, suppose you have created a program and you have to convert into dev file, then for all these four kind of processor you will do the process one by one, and also you have to change in the control file, you have to change all to, you can see here in the control file. uh, okay, I have exited from here. Yes, exit. Okay, leave that. Let me tell you something. You know that what we do is inside inside this control, you can see inside this control, what do we write? We write architecture. Architecture is equal to all, right? Architecture is equal to all, and we have to change it according to our processor. Suppose it's Arch 64, then we have to mention R64 instead of all. Okay, in this control folder. And if we are going to do it manually one by one, then it will take so much time. Okay, so what we do is we will create a script for doing all the things in just few minutes, and that will save you time, of course. So wait for the next video. We will meet in the next video and create that practice. Okay, so this is for today. Thank you.